Today, I'm going to take you through what it's like to be a business owner in the property development world.
So now, please, on your feet and put your hands together.
So right now we're looking at 8 houses, well 6 houses. We want to try and get 8. We just worked the numbers out. If you want to see the video on how we work the numbers out on all of this and see how clunky the real stuff is, because people only want to do the real things, then subscribe to this channel, go and turn on the notifications bell, and you'll be able to get access to that video and new videos that we bring out. So we're looking at 8 houses. We're also going to be visiting a couple of projects that are like multi-unit dwellings, studios and HMOs. There's some projects that Creative Construction are doing. I'm also going to look at some of my existing HMOs that I have and see how I can turn what is an existing 6-bed HMO into some studios, because I want to turn them, like some of the big rooms I have, I need to go and see, can I turn them into studios? Can I refinance it for a higher price, pull more money out that pays for that conversion, and then more money to go and invest elsewhere to jobs like this and other places as well. Yeah, so we're just on the way now. We did actually have 3 different cities that we needed to go to, but just like always, I think I'm so super optimistic that we're going to get around them all in the time allotted, but Steve talks too much, so we didn't manage to have the time.
Yeah.
Is that the truth, Steve?
Yeah, you can never shut me up, can you?
Yeah. Now, we're not going to get to 3 cities, we're just going to go to 1 city, and we're going to give it all of our love and attention. It's good if you walk around in the properties, because like you have this sense of like you're doing something. But what's physically happening here is we're in the final stages. Really, it's actually a bit of a race. We had some delays here with something that never showed up on the structural report. Like the structural said that we should just put a beam across, but when we actually got to do it, it was a single brick wall, so we couldn't load bearing onto it. So we had to put another steel in to support the other steel, which caused a bit of a delay. And because we put a dormer on here, it's really windy. So because it was really windy, like that actually caused some delay as well, because not really good idea to have people up on the roof when it's like that. Safety first and all of that, but we're still in line for this to pull off a really good project, meaning that it's going to be 2 studios, 4 double ensuite rooms. The prop valuation was only 340k, the purchase price was 140, so like we're already 200k above, and it's coming in budget still with the build works and the changes, because there has been quite a lot of changes. Like we had to take more off the walls and things like that, and deal with damp and deal with some asbestos as well. So all in all, we're still moving forward. Lads are excited and enjoying themselves. And yeah, I mean, there's just always problems and there's always issues, but like the definition of a problem is just something that's come to question. So the question is, how do we fix it? How do we still make it happen? Yes.
Careful, it's a bit wet.
Yeah, I like to sniff it.
Does that look wet?
I mean, it does. You know what this is like? One of those things where like the gap in the middle, bam, you just go through. What are we doing here? Well, we've come to check in on it, and we need to finalise some designs on kitchens, colours, and getting this baby finished. This is another one that has took a bit of a hit because of this foundation here. Literally had to dig like an extension like this. We dig 2 meters down into the floor, leave a 600 mil
Void.
Yeah, void underneath this floor here as well. So like we had all extra digging, we had extra, and by the way, the tiniest little side alley here to get things up and down made it really difficult. I'll tell you, one of the challenges is going to be is making this garden maintenance free as possible, because I actually like the grass, but they don't, you know, the clients don't want the grass here. You know, in all fairness, you don't want to have that. But yeah, the rest of it, got to make it maintenance free. Got to get the pricing on that. So this part of the day was very interesting because this doesn't happen very often, and that's coming to review existing portfolio. Some of this has been like 5 years. So like for 5 years, I think actually it's still in good shape, but it does need refreshing. So I'm glad I came here today. Give me some ideas of what I can do and how I can. It was nice to meet the tenants, and yeah, so like good feedback from the tenants as well. Even in these old properties, I mean, the new properties are always getting good feedback because everything's fresh, you know, and state of the art. But like the older ones, it was great to get some good feedback. But yeah, we definitely got to make some changes. We definitely got to do something different, which is what we'll do. And I didn't even lock my car, so hopefully no one's took anything out of it. That was a busy day. Now we come back here, let loose a little bit with the team. Some of the team have been working on some awesome projects. And yeah, we've got our group mentoring tonight. So that's where we are helping other property entrepreneurs get their answers, yeah, questions answered, but really it's more about the answers. So Steve is still really enjoying them numbers that we came up with earlier. Huh?
Yeah, well, I'm going to go through that tonight, so you've got the brief.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. And yeah, I've got some decisions to make of my existing properties on how to turn them up and make them the most desirable products on that street. That's my aim. Plus give better life to the tenants. I think there's longevity in that. If you're only in it for the money, it is a hard journey. Hey, so if you want to see more videos of me being on site, analysing deals, building my property business so that you can do the same and just follow along my strategies, then subscribe to this channel, turn on the notifications bell, and let me know in the comments what you need to see next.